I see. Thank you so much.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the...
All right. Thank you.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Got any new commission?
Ah, you two have come just in time. I've got some good news. Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces. Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information. So please also take a chance to relax, you two.
So that's the plan. Whew, we can finally stop and take a break. Paimon knows that.
The movements of... Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their...
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has got. Oh, hey, Kachina! Are you feeling... get to meet Shilonen, the legendary forger of ancient names. Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're...
What? Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar
with the mixing process. Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you...
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natland.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged herself to the plan, but we need to forge an ancient... And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but I seem to understand where the true difficulty... No, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill. Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my aim, but... Ooh, just because...
It's,
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name. But they were all performed outside.
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in that land, as an Outlander, your only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used. Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the task.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean your art?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that in other words, the order isn't...
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver...
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would... I don't know. That requires... We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Lali at the Masters of the Nightwind. The one we call...
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her Spirit Speaker's Stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty...
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to be disturbed. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to...
I hate to break it to you.
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to...
Well, yeah. At the cost of her Spirit Speaker Stone being split into...
Great going, Mawika. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the... I'll also write you a letter on your behalf.
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking.
All right, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know... please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up...
Sounds good. We'll take a...
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her. Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also?
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when...
Seat Lolly?
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelation, I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one...
Huh. Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Seat Lolly could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate...
Yeah. Plus, we kind of...
Ah, then, Okay, then let's...
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going. Okay. Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have, bad news. Seat Lolly did not reply.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give...
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Nightwind often struggle to work, but let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still...
That's true. Paimon doesn't see anybody.
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we...
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't the subject
A subject? Well, if you ask me, yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has...
Huh. So even though she's super unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous? You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter! If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get—
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Huh? Who's there? Who's talking to—
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax.
Huh? See, Lolly.
Wait, you're Seat Lolly?
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny. You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either.
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young. It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten—
I'm sorry.
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask—
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that— Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's—
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset—
All right, I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel— I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply but of course. It's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Anyway, that's the whole story.
What? Was she feeling—
when the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her. I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems
Anyway, Shilona—
correct. The situation isn't like anything we've—
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, and you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What—
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring a weary yet free soul. Even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your— Huh? Don't move.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the Traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do—
well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back—
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to—
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more...
not exactly. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you, but I will need to prepare.
I can go.
Sounds good.
Phew, the
Yep, we'll be sure...
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back. Oh, I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided he has always lived alone. And I found a And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natland. In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back. I'm truly so-
You can count on us!
All right, then let's start by- This is an eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him, or perhaps trying to extract information. However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natland? Feels kinda weird to see her so...
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant. He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests from the... He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce. Oh well, let's keep looking. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, And since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail?
Oh, right. Here. How about now?
What do you see? Whoa, Paimon can...
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us?
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, when I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down a...
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you. Really?
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already... But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried... Or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be.
Huh? Was that? See, Lolly?
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found... Oh? They appear to be feeling quite...
Да блин, да где? Че, метку пострелялся еще?
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Let's...
Yeah, judging by Paimon's experience as a guide.
Wait. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here. Could it be...
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would... We've got to find him. Fast. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? No.
There are traces of people staying here, too!
Wait a second. The phlogiston around... I can also smell a mix of elements in the air.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
It's about time that little brat said something. There are signs of a struggle, judging from what's left on the scene. There must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways. But
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking...
given there are 2 signals leading from here, I'll take this direction and leave. Roron, what the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me.
And Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Seatlolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response. So you were thinking the same thing! Paimon, she did if you... Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead. Did you find something? Huh. So we can't tell where Aurora... That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stopped, but he can't have just evaporated into thin air.
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind.
Зависла.
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like, and given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for. Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. Her soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my...
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom. I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a...
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all...
Поворот.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground?
See, Lolly! She froze for a moment and then just collapsed to...
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere? Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly...
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word. In any case, let's take... Need?
Feeling better yet, Trev?
All right, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, but if you want to make it up to me... Look over there.
Huh? Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
That's Auroron. So he really was taken by the...
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to...
I cannot see the sun. Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light.
Huh?
Wow.
See, Lolly's struggling to control...
Are you ready? On my Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
No excuse for slacking.
My guiding star.
Ha!
Stay right there. I will fulfill my duty.
The night is cold.
No escape.
Let's get it on! Ha! Huh. Hi. Gloves off!
Let's end this quickly.
Not now. Don't be scared.
I slipped up.
Look alive! Hi!
The night is cold.
No escape.
Let's get it on!
No slacking off so soon. Let's end this quickly.
My guiding stars. Cold. Mine to commit.
I will end this so soon. No escape.
Buckle up! You're dead meat!
Let's end this quickly.
Storm the front!
The night is cold.
I slipped up. Let's not waste time. It isn't business hands.
Ready, steady, go!
No escape.
Let's get it on! Ha!
Let's end this quickly. Put your back into it. My work almost finished.
Don't be scared.
So soon.
Look alive!
I will end you. Prepare yourself.
Gloves off! Let's get it on! No turning back!
Let's end this quickly. Yes. This is it.
Not now. Cold. Mine to command.
No escape. Prepare yourself.
Don't be scared. My guiding stars. Oh.
No escape.
Shogun!
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
The night is cold.
Harden up with
You asked for it.
You can't run. I miscalculated. This was well done. Roast and fry. This was well done.
La, 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 la.
You need a break first.
Don't be scared.
This was well done. You need to hurry up. Roast and
Go,
fry.
Barbara, go!
This was well done. What unfortunate fault.
I'll protect us. Hi. Not now.
Shouldn't get careless.
No turning back!
Low.
Auroron!
Granny!
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone.
And greetings to you too, other Granny.
What did you just call her?
Granny. Is that not right? You are Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age.
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me.
Oh, wait. He's not a child.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude. Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Auroron? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid?
Be wary of bees prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and...
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. But getting kidnapped? You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful
Next time?
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the leyline district.
Okay, now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape?
Yes.
So why did you do it?
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and...
Hey! I'm no ordinary Granny! Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to— Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your— Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic.
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also—
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my home? Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be—
Now's not the time to be thinking about that.
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
Oh.
Надо забрать.
Why do I have to write so many papers? Why?
The biggest fun is to send those certain relics for appraisal.
How did I do that?
The biggest one in history. Need to find time to send those certain relics for appraisal.
Okay. My legs are so sore. Guess I must have been sleepwalking last night. Again.
Time to send those certain relics for appraisal.
Okay.
The biggest one in history.
Even when we're not looking up at the stars, they're always there, watching over us.
I need to find time to send those Saurian relics for appraisal. The biggest one in history.
How did I do that?
I need to find time to send those Saurian relics for appraisal. The biggest one in history.
Ad Ast. Thank you for Ad Astra at.
You might want to get a guide.
What a place. Full of surprises. The biggest
see. So Auroron came to...
That's right.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to petition the Pyro Archon for her
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Lolly is willing to serve as...
Sure. I'd be happy to do that.
Understood.
I understand. Thank you.
Well, at least you...
Traveler, Paimon? Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name.
Oh, thank you!
You, Scratch? Come with me, Auroron.
Goodbye, other granny.
Oh, we're finally done. Alright, it's time to find some grub. Huh? Oh. What? That captain? Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you Oh, that Auroron, what is he up to? He sounded all that stuff about protecting Seat Lolly and being forced to help the Fatui, when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along. Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her. We still have another whole day before...
Wihan banget.
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people.
I'm terribly sorry.
And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so...
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes...
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could. It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character. Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much... I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means and once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my...
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she...
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Teyvat, will pay. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan, my fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the back. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
I knew you to be clever enough to see. That's right. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching.
Something? Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
See, Lolly? What?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Oh, here we go again.
I'm not trying to avoid it.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
I'm sorry, Granny.
You! That's it! Where are my tools?
Wait, see, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because... You're right, Traveler.
Выстроимся.
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time. No answer? Think you're being smart? Really? Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly— You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me.
Why is he staring?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You...
Sorry.
Sorry, Granny. You say all the right things, but then you
Who's
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal...
That's not it, Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time.
His voice...
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this? Powder?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to... He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something more useful? Little brat. That's it. The next time we meet...
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us?
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee. Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner. We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our... Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry?
Oh, right.
Then let's go. We can.
Really? You're not gonna. That's. She's right. We're.
Hey, come on.
Are you. Sure. What are you looking?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like.
But Paimon only.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind.
Do you think she's drunk?
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sitlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know.
Wait, so you call her Granny?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Nightwind.
Huh? Gossiping about me.
Oh, please, Granny. I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need.
Seat Lally? Seat Lally?
Who's that? You got some
Are you still with the Seat?
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. I mean, come on!
Granny Seat Lally?
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Oh yeah, and I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you. Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker.
Did she just fall asleep with her?
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself.
She's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point.
Is this another specialty?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Sitlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's—
Warning, warning. Red. Red, the color of Huh? Traveler?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl. Hang on.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that.
Are you feeling okay?
There's so much that I...
Why not? Of course you...
Please...
Oh, Paimon gets it.
No, that wasn't my point at all! Serious... Huh?
Yeah...
This is so...
It's okay, Sweet Lolly. You...
I can't take it anymore! Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much! It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to...
So that,
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000... Take a walk with me.
Looks like she's completely given up.
Well, great view, right?
Wow, it's beautiful. Oh no, what do we...
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. Let's just have a casual conversation.
Really? You don't seem...
Well, and you're right. I'm just an...
You're...
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny eats...
Well, you are powerful.
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. What about you?
We don't find you scary at all.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend. Oh, not to brag or anything.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as...
Yes, but Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about... No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls, and in Auroran's a possibility to turn... The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley...
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now, you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even further. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel... I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object. Pathetic. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, the plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, everyone thought he would be happy he survived. He asks this question.
Wait!
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroron has a strong ability to perceive souls. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan. I can only imagine.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroron into this. Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back! You don't look so good.
Probably. Okay. Forget that.
Hey, we're
good point. Friends. I like the sound of that.
Auroron's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Yeah, you're right, but she's probably... Noisy outside. Pirates still haven't sleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
You're already here.
Wow, you're up early.
Let's not bring up last. Anyway, I was also woken up by the I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the
Abyss attacked again? Are you...
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the force. I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. He needs to take... I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the Speaker's Chamber. I'll accept however, but I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to deal with the attack. As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Don't worry. I never forget a promise to a friend. Thank you.
She left in a hurry. The situation... oh...
Traveler, over here! Perfect. Our star-
Oh, you're all here! But...
Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've...
Alright, but can we get a quick rundown?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in—
Yes, and the tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now. But I can't see this. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case—
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right— What about you guys? We could go together. Yeah, that does sound important. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the— That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe can—
It'll be fine. Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful.
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by
Koichi.
It's all right. Let's hurry up and talk.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things— Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation short.
That's all right. We're also in a hurry.
What? So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn. I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and
Wait, you can use—
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, then all those sacrifices are for nothing. Given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. It's true. Both plans come at a risk. But after weighing our options, this is our— Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario. Having a contingency plan is our duty. Not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live still. This has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the—
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found a—
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But seems like our only path forward is to track him down. So he— Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me, even if just for a second. Just maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal— So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
You scared Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, Traveler.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawik. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon. We'll get our answer then.
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is Don't worry. I just need to
Wait! You're going to fight in person? Didn't you give him—
That's true. No matter how you look at it, my duty is on— I just think there's strength in number. Anyway, even if we respond to these— I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation would have devastating I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leave. Now I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the—
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
Yes, but that won't be the only response. In any case, that's for me to...
Alright, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Moani. She can't be...
Quick, over here! To save...
Kachina! Huh?
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as...
We'll go together. Stay safe. We've got this. Let the mountain's veins boil!
Prepare to be blown away! Right here! Drilling down!
All right. All right. Hear the echoes of the valley.
Yeah.
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank you enough.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the By the way, where's Lolly? I thought...
The Masters of the Nightwind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe. She said we can deal with the ancient name later.
Yeah, that makes sense. The attacks are... Alright, this isn't a good place to...
Looks like a few people were hurt after all.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many... Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors. You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. We've managed to keep it a secret all this time, but it's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and all we can do is...
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. Keep pushing, everyone.
You really are an eternal...
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis, but...
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him.
We talked to Moika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high. And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she...
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really sincere and patient with me. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much she values even a single person's life. When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she...
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seemed like she wasn't holding anything back this time.
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how come...
This is all super...
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing...
Let's head back then. Moika said her intelligence officers should return with how many Fatui there are.
Sounds good. I have a few...
I was just about to ask. Register? Alright. See you...
Oh, you bet...
I'm fine.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and...
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss?
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Let's keep observing for now.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of Abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Thank you so much.
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks...
Oh, okay. We can do that.
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captain simply wishes to remain undisturbed. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours. If we wanted to keep you quiet, we would have employed a harsh...
Got it.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that who the...
Exactly. We could be onto something big. Still, there was no trade. They were just helping people in need. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan. But based on what we just saw...
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui.
It's too early to say. Let's follow them and see what's really...
So this is where they were headed.
Koichi, wait for me here.
Oh, no you don't. How are you planning to get through all the guards?
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting around, I doubt they'll see me coming.
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone to watch your back if you go in alone.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't here, we can still figure out what the Fatui are. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not gonna listen to me anyway, so let me...
That's even more risky. You've been running around saving people for days. I'm confident I can protect myself.
I can.
You really...
Fine, don't you know, growing up...
All right. All right. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. Now. Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act. Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for... That's it. Now's my chance.
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep... Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move. Whew. That was close. Oh, probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my... Now's my chance. I made it! Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow... Wait! I've got it!
Huh?
What's that noise? Did something explode? Oh! What the heck is that? What do you think you're... I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. They've the people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear. It should lead us to the... Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance to work with me.
I was wrong, Koichi. You've done...
Wait, you're just gonna admit it? No,
Let's focus on the task at hand. We're in the heart of enemy territory.
All right. If it looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from Natland don't know how to use it.
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. This should be what our Lord's looking for. Took us long enough.
Back? Back where? Should we keep...
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a good team, don't you think? No reason to stop now.
What was that sound?
Uh-oh. We've been spotted.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What? You'll regret that!
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. They'd collected several identical pieces of something. It looked like they were waiting, though.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail.
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right? So, my perfect...
You've done very well. I could make a comment on no...
I know.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the device is a complete mystery, even to us.
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natland familiar with the secret source.
I'll get...
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, I've prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. I'll send it to your home.
My patience. That's so...
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our...
Well, if Koichi does...
I accept.
What am I... There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my favorite. I'll start investing.
Discipline.
What's next for you two?
I'm taking Koichi home, with our parents there to keep an eye.
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of prisoner. I'll be fine.
That's what you always say. Everything's no. What if the abyss?
I won't. Triple promise I. Fine. But I'm a doctor. I do the same for anyone trying to put.
Then try to see.
The two of you are the.
I disagree. I understand.
Who wants to be like her? Oh.
That's just not.
Okay.
Don't worry, Paimon.
Plus, we're family.
Okay. You don't.
So you're all good now?
Neither of us are really.
Plus,
Be my guest. See you later, traveler.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice.
Bye, you two.
Those two will probably make up for real. Well, we've learned a lot. Let's.
Sorry for popping up out of no-
Why do you look so awkward?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting your rest. I'll treat you to some charcoal grilled-
Awesome! Just give us your-
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news. Remember what we talked about?
Oh yeah! You mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to save Natlan. Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron is-
I agree with your hypothesis. And just... Auroron came back. He helped the Masters of the Nightwind defend our camp.
What? He came back?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said they're just one step away from success, so apparently he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. When he left, he said it was because he still has a duty to Natlan as a whole.
I'm surprised you let him go at all.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on- Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance. I kept an eye out for a good opportunity, but it never came. All these years of calling me Granny, and I couldn't do a s-
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him together, right?
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little. Running around the tribe. He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child. Besides, Auroron is my apprentice.
Wait, what are you-
Look. Remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented? This is the talisman I created to keep it stable, and this gem is what makes the talisman work. It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a pretty famous... Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron, he probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick...
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't. But I can. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much more subtle. He won't notice anything.
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's memories in...
The kid thinks he can take me on? Like I wasn't the one who taught him everything he knows?
That's amazing, Sweet Lolly. Let's take a look right away!
Once we get to the bottom of this, we can find... I know he thinks of me as his grandma, but do you think he'll...
Huh, that's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma?
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a fit of anger. Yeah.
You're just making it worse, Traveler.
I don't care.
You sure you'll be okay?
Did you just say...
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because,
You... fine.
Don't worry, we're
then I... All right. Are you ready?
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into night. And you? Eva says you're taking up too much space.
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you, Uncle Okan?
Can't complain. What you up to?
No, just some...
Sounds fascinating.
They told me you were coming and that you would take some
By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a Saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part.
No, don't worry. I'll find a way. I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here.
You really knew I was coming.
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows. That's what everyone says.
Hey, have you seen that strange group of people that just
appeared out of nowhere? I don't think so.
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. It seems like they're looking for someone, but I wouldn't go around asking if you run into them.
You're from the Masters of the Night Wind.
I enjoy living by I guess you're from the Fatui.
Not an inaccurate. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. See,
Granny? What does an I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me.
Oh, he could tell I was lying and... Hey! At least tell me why...
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning. I've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely...
The situation has seen no true improvement.
My lord!
Ignore him. He is no threat.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't... He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him and also...
What is it?
My lord, I feel dizzy.
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to walk.
That was a spell from the Masters of the Night Wind. How did he know that? How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant, and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. However, there's no reason to over-engage.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? Do they really not care? It seems like his subordinates refer to him as the captain, and now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual. Oh, what is he gonna do?
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed.
Yes, sir!
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon is in there. What is—
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check.
This nation.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out? Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Where is it come? Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost.
As for you, I must confess.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. You don't have much time, and...
I'm beginning to see just how you heard something from here.
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Arc.
I didn't expect you to intervene.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast...
And yet, one of those very beasts saved...
Then speak. What do you...
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can see the questions you asked her just now. Well...
So, you can tell the truth. That was...
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was like... So, we're in...
Seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Citlali?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was...
Citlali is my elder and my teacher.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise. Do I really need to tell you what...
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're strange...
Strange? Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastly. Someone capable of communicating with the Wyub. And the Wyub are the key to information on the Night...
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. Alright, let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes. I see. Interesting approach.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root by reconstructing the
Traveler, Paimon.
Paimon's fine, just,
Of course. I'm just... After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Stubborn, self-righteous fool. Where's the... Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run away with... I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got...
Maybe stubbornness runs in the family.
Is that supposed to be a...
Yeah, what does that even mean? Something like the loom of...
The loom of fate?
Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. Anyway, if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in that land will be affected. Oh, this is big.
Which means the captain has been honest from the very
Why is he so obsessed with saving that land? Oh, we've got to tell Moik.
Yes, she needs to know about...
Huh? Ой, бля. Внезапно.